junk. Any man who put his likeness in stone is a fool in my book.
The child has a small mirror in his hands. He holds it up at angles.
I'm not supposed to talk to strangers. Why? I guess. Well, the people who put me... Are you a sorcerer? One of those guys that brings the bad void things here?
The child looks at you straight on, unafraid.
I don't see any source on you or me. I guess they're wrong. Or no one cares where I go. They know I can't leave the island. But you didn't die. There isn't anywhere safer. That's what I mean. You'll see. Guess I am, but it's just normal to be scared.
It's broken. Void woken. Those are the same beasts that sank our ship. Damn. They made it to shore. I thought these bloody collars were supposed to keep those things at bay. The face is familiar. What's left of it? He was aboard the ship.
You spot a strange lizard gazing over the water with a steady, malcontent stare. Yes, you recognize him from the ship. It would seem you're not the only one who survived the tentacles of the deep. The lizard turns about with the graceful ease of a dancer, or a duelist.
I did survive, yes. And chances are I wouldn't have, had you not returned to the aid of your fellow. You have my gratitude.
Hand over heart, he salutes you with a bob of the head. More than a nod, though less than a bow.
Yes, I'm sure you've all the makings of a hero and all that, but let's not get carried away. Nevertheless, one good turn does deserve another, so as far as... Now then, if there's nothing further, I'm sure I don't mean to sound condescending, but I had thought it quite self-evident I was gazing out over...
He sighs dramatically.
Tell me, what do you see when you cast your glance over this ocean? Touché.
He looks out over the water once more, and so do you.
As for myself, when I consider this vast expanse before us, I see continents dotted with mighty cities, and shimmering along the soft curve of the sea's horizon. Of course, it's rather specific. Quite obviously, I'm...
Suddenly, having all the air of being deeply offended,
Well, don't just stand there gawking like an ape at an abacus. Or do you really mean to tell me you don't know who I am? Oh, may the Seven have mercy on their own creation. I am the Red Prince, the All-Conqueror. Of course you know me.
there's a brief moment's pause, during which his...
That said, I suppose I must own up to the fact that I find myself rather in between. The grandeur that is my fate has hit a bit of a snag. But never you worry. For the throne I was destined, truly. A kind offer indeed. Fine, I accept. On one condition. For reasons I'll not disclose right now, it is imperative that I've reason to believe one of them may be present on this island. Promise me we'll look for him, and I'll jolly good. So, now that that's settled, first things first. Even if you are as versed in the art of eloquence as I am, that our swords will be doing a lot of the talk. As a born fighter, I prefer the perfection of the blade myself. But I'm well acquainted with the secrets of magic, and yes, even subterfuge. What say you? Very well. Onwards, then, to victory or...
The Red Prince nods and gives you a smile that waves...
Now, as you're aware, you'll be travelling with a prince. Proper forms of address. As your luck would have it, I seem to be fresh out of luggage, so of course there are other forms of protocol to bear in mind, but I'll see to it.
A black cat. Maybe my luck is about to change.
The cat's eyes are clouded and grey, its eyes clear, and it shakes its head.
I've I've spotted something. I don't have the right tool for digging.
One must put in due effort if one is to reap the proper reward.
I wonder where this leads.
As the alcove opens up, you see the same skeleton that you met on the boat before it sank. He's leaning over a corpse, prodding and pulling.
Bugger. How on earth am I supposed to...
Skeletal fingers reach down and grip the skin of the dead man's face.
Damnation. That's stuck fast. I wonder, does the beard act as some form... Ah! No! Stay back! Oh, it's you. I must admit I'm surprised. Perhaps you're more buoyant than I suspected. It seems the human that stole my mask was rather more resourceful than I gave. I chased her here, but she rather seems to have given...
He turns back to the body, prodding at its face cautiously.
Why, its face, of course. What other use would I... A face that seems rather stubbornly attached to his skull. I would normally employ a tool to delicately but viciously rip the... I could then craft a mask to hide my bone. But as I...
The skeleton grabs the corpse by the cheeks and pulls hard, grunting in frustration as the body's skin holds firm.
Because my own was stolen from me. And the idea of being chased across Rivalon by... Oh, get away! You are simple beasts. And you So, if I am to traverse this land, I will need a mask to disguise my... Oh, don't be ridiculous. I have important things to do. I cannot simply sit about waiting for the rest of you to die so I may continue my... Indeed. I may be the only Eternal, at least from this realm. As for the others... A cult? Hardly. We were a race. I could ask you to imagine an Eternal as a creature of incredible... We studied the mysteries of the universe. But I will find them. Wherever they are, I will find... Ah, well, that is the curious thing. Every one of your races resembles them in some manner. Perhaps my people have ascended to some new realm. Regardless, they are not here. Well, that hardly seems relevant. Several centuries, in fact. Or perhaps millennia. I was sealed in a tomb for daring to be curious about the world. Perhaps I should thank him. It seems I was spared whatever happened to the others. I suppose, circumstances being... You seem more at ease in this world than I. A guide would certainly be useful. Excellent. While we are conversing, perhaps you notice that I am rather... Of course, the arcane arts are my little speciality. But being a brilliant wizard does not mean I cannot handle blade or bow. So, which do you require for this enterprise of yours? Much magic? I was controlling the powers of the universe while your people were still... doing whatever it is you used to do. What speciality would you prefer? I could do that with one hand behind my spine. Splendid. Very well. Let...
Go! Get out! You are not welcome here. Go, man-pig! This is my...
You hear a small whimpering sound from behind a basket. The child quiets and seems comforted by your presence.
There are monsters here. Lizard ones and real ones. It's really scary. And my myth master was a lizard. She sent us here. It's their fault I'll never see Ma and Pa again. Parents are the best. They take care of you and make sure...
Her eyes lock with yours for a moment.
Later.
You hear a small whimpering sound from behind a basket. You hear the child's whimpers crescendo into...
they're transforming.
Swallowed too much seawater, by the looks of him.
Foolish to attempt an escape by sea in these waters.
Magisters circle an elf, weapons drawn. The hound barks to draw their attention.
Sir, we've got company.
Ah, planning an ambush with this scion, were you? The witch don't fool me. She's wrecked this ship by herself, with a collar on.
I tell you, I am no witch. The spores do this. If I do not find the rest...
Store the elven hedge magic. Weren't much use when we flooded your forest with death fog, were it? Lucian said it was a necessary evil. Me? I was...
You. I try to give you a chance. Order give mine.
Oh, sir. Her armor!
The scion twitches in sudden rage, and her armor uncoils, as if made of living vines.
No more chances.
Look, I've got a new stick for you to give up.
vine snakes upward from the corpse. After a moment, you realize the gruesome truth. They're not entangling the corpse, but bursting. Your mind churns, the imagery too chaotic to bring into focus. The vines bear unmistakable signs of old elven magic, the likes of which the vines have split the corpse's chest with incredible force. The vines encircle a rough depression, as if something held there was violently torn free. Before you even registered the cool flesh, the vines lash around your... They pulse, tightening mercilessly, and release you. Withdraw...